Have you felt lately that nothing's quite going right in your life, that you're facing one hurdle after another? Well, in this video, we'll be going over the power of self-awareness, the power of reflection, and the power of choosing your thoughts and words wisely, and how all of those things will radically change your life. We'll be utilizing the book Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins, diving into chapters 7, 8, and 9. We covered the other chapters in previous videos to this, so if you haven't checked those out after this video. And so let's dive in. Chapter 7, here's a quote that stood out to me the most. The key to success then is to create patterns of movement that create confidence, a sense of strength, flexibility, a sense of personal power, and fun. And so the difference between acting badly or amazing is not based on your ability, but your current state of mind in that given moment. So if you continuously submerge yourself in negative thinking, you'll never achieve excellence. You and I, our current state of minds in any given moment determines how we perceive the world, and as such, affects our decisions and behaviors. And so just know and keep in mind that whatever we focus on becomes our reality. Where your focus goes, energy flows. And so focus on confidence, strength, flexibility, fun. Create those states of minds intentionally and be self-aware of that to create the results that you want. And if it's helpful, think of focus as the lens of a camera. It focuses in on a certain area of a room, for example. There's other parts of the room that the camera is in, but it's only focusing in on a certain area of the room, for example. And so that is its perception of reality to the camera itself, is what it's focusing in on with the lens. There's other things living outside of the camera, outside of its focus, but it's focusing only on a certain area of that room, for example. And so if we harness the power of focus and focus in on a certain area within our life, all those other things that are occurring around us are not affecting us any longer, are not distracting us any longer. And so focus on where you want to go, not on what you fear. So going back to the camera lens, what you focus in on, make that where you want to go. Everything blurred outside of the edges in reality. Maybe those are the things that you fear. Don't give those the time of day. Don't let them have your attention. Don't let them have your focus. Those things that you fear. Those things that are holding you back. Focus only on where you want to go, and focus on the things that will help move you toward the place where you want to go. And if something just so happens to jump into your focus, maybe it's some sort of roadblock or problem, become a solution seeker and figure out how to resolve that issue, that problem, so it can disappear, go away, back out into the blurred part of reality that you're not focused on, so that you can keep moving forward. Seeking solutions is always going to be an incredible benefit to you. Remember to live your life in a way that causes you to feel tremendous pleasure and very little pain. Again, if you're focusing in on where you want to go, embrace the fun and the enjoyment of, even when those problems come into your focus, of then saying, yes, I get to become a solution seeker right now. I get to overcome this problem, because there's always a way to overcome a problem, any sort of problem. Now you're just refining your focus now on that problem temporarily to come up with a solution, and then drawing your focus back out again to where you want to go, where you're headed, so you can continue moving forward. Because if you don't have a plan for pleasure, you will have pain. Now let's get into chapter 8. Here's a quote that stood out to me the most. Questions immediately change what we're focusing on, and therefore how we feel. So just remember, it's not the events that shape your life and determine how you act and feel, but rather it's the way you interpret and evaluate those experiences. And when it comes to evaluation, that means asking yourself questions daily, reflecting on the actions that you're taking, and know that quality questions create a quality life. The difference in people is in the questions they ask consistently, or the questions they don't ask consistently. Remember, ask and you shall receive. If you ask a terrible general question, you're going to get a terrible general answer. But if you ask a very good specific question, you're going to get a very good specific answer. And so remember, it's not only the questions you ask, but the questions you fail to ask. So when a problem arises, here's some problem-solving questions you can ask yourself to get beyond that problem, to resolve that issue. 1, what is great about this problem? And this question right here is just remembering an attitude of gratitude toward the problem itself. 2, what is not perfect yet? As we know in life, nothing is perfect. And so we're always heading in a direction of, say, perfection. But we'll never necessarily attain perfection. But this is a good quality question to ask. And how can I improve 1% better to move forward? 3, what am I willing to do to make it the way I want it? 4, what am I not willing to do any longer to make it the way I want it? And 5, how can I enjoy the process on the way to making it the way that I want it? And if you're looking for specific questions to ask yourself on a daily basis when it comes to reflection, here are some questions to ask yourself. What am I happy about in my life right now? What am I excited about in my life right now? What am I proud of in my life right now? What am I grateful for in my life right now? What am I enjoying most in my life right now? What am I committed to in my life right now? Who do I love? Who loves me? What have I given today? What did I learn today? And how has today added to the value or quality of my life? And let's get into chapter 9. Here's a quote that stood out to me the most. Simply by changing your habitual vocabulary, the words you consistently use to describe the emotions of your life, you can instantaneously change how you think, how you feel, and how you live. And so just know the words that you habitually use on a daily basis affect how you communicate with yourself and how you operate in the world. And so make sure to choose your words wisely. Because simply by changing your habitual vocabulary, you change how you think, how you feel, and how you live. The words that we attach to our experiences become our experiences. And so we must consciously select the words we're going to use, because words shape our beliefs and impact our actions. And keep in mind, we can use transformational vocabulary to help others. What I mean by that is empowering language, empowering words that empower you, empower others just the same. Oh, I love the way that you carry yourself. The way that you're standing, I can see that you have tremendous confidence. Giving genuine compliments as you're speaking with people. Whatever you see genuinely in front of you, speak out those compliments, and then those compliments will rub off on you as well. And so I hope this has been helpful. We'll be covering future chapters of Awaken the Giant Within by Tony Robbins in other future videos yet to come out. And I've also covered other previous chapters in previous videos, so if you haven't checked those out, go check those out, and I'll see you in the next video.